From Lucy Red Stadium in Tulsa, Oklahoma, is the SFL season number 22. And we're here for a good one, folks, between the Tulsa Desperados and the Indianapolis Ramblers. I believe I'm your play-by-play commentator, Ramos Lynn. Alongside me in the booth is none other than Mr. Mike O'Neill. In the stats truck, we have Rochelle Colston and Ron Haynes. Our producer, as always, is Mr. Cameron Irvine. And Mike, we have a team here in Tulsa playing at home. Very heavy reliant on their passing attack. Indianapolis is a little bit more of a balanced offense. But again, Tulsa with the home field advantage, they do have that going for them. How are you today, and what are your keys for the matchup?
Ramos, we're back, baby. Excited to be back in the booth with you, my friend. This is going to be a good one. The Ramblers and the Desperados here are really going to be a neck-and-neck fight, it seems like, across the board. The biggest keys, I've got a couple keys here, Ramos, for this game. Tulsa, number one, they've got to keep the football in their hands. They're worst in the league with averaging only 13.5 minutes with the football in time of possession per game. Last in the league there. And on defense, this team, the Desperados, are allowing third down 65% of the time. They're allowing the conversion. It's going to be a huge key for Tulsa. For Indianapolis, it's just about stopping Gabriel Manning. 154 yards per game on average, 8 touchdowns on the season. This dude is no joke, and we know this. And defense, they've got to be able to slow that down. That's it.
The return here for Indianapolis will go to the 29-yard line, and we'll see the Ramblers offense first with Colin Pierce at quarterback. 4 seasons here in Indianapolis. The halfbacks are Tino Sosa and Christian Pierce. The fullback is Joel Harleman. The wide receivers are Rob Hunt, Devin Lloyd, Ryan Roosevelt, and Jeff Banfield. The tight ends are Randy Pierce and Jimmy Wint. And the tackles are Jimmy Hayes and Hadrian Marlowe. As we have a first down and 10 right around the 29.5-yard line, and quickly making the stop on the toss play is number 96, Berto Demora, the ageless wonder, 9 seasons in the SFL.
Yeah, Berto Demora really doing a good job there on first down, establishing some dominance for this Tulsa defense, really putting Indianapolis in a behind-the-chain situation now.
Second down and 11 yards to go from the I formation. Twin set, bottom of your screen. 4-3 defense here for Tulsa, and Pierce will throw. Pierce goes over the middle, and the pass is incomplete. A huge shot. And that is provided by number 41, Cameron Shaw. Let's introduce you to the rest of the Tulsa defense. Chris Andrews and Berto Demora are the defensive ends. Mike Mello and Jaden Swift are the defensive tackles. For the linebackers, we have David Ware, Philadelphia Collins, and Tony Roberto. The corners are Nate Heslep, Jay Rock, Cameron Shaw, and the safeties are Todd Rigsby, Travis Arthur, and Marco Swift. As first time Indianapolis has a third and long tonight. 4 wide receivers. Now a 2x2 set. Dime defense here for the Desperados, and Pierce will throw again with time. Pierce pats the ball. Pierce goes deep, and the pass is incomplete, knocked away. It looked like Marco Swift. Yes, Marco Swift gets his hands on the football, and that's a very quick 3-and-out here for the Indianapolis Ramblers.
Yeah, and what this does, Ramos, this is a really good stand from their defense, right? Because we know how many points they're giving up throughout the season so far. Tulsa needed a stop like this to start the game. Indianapolis has been a really good offense so far this season. So getting a big stop there, it's a huge, huge win for the Tulsa Desperados. Now they just have to sustain a drive and really have a good put it all together. We got a fumble. That's going to be picked up. Wow. We have a flag though, Ramos.
Yeah, we do. They may be in the area of holding here on the return, and it's actually a block in the back. Clip in the SFL is block in the back. We are kind of old school, and we have the Tulsa Desperados now will start at the 15-yard line. Every time this 2 teams have played, one of the teams has scored exactly 24 points every single time. So we're here for some, fun fact right there. We're here for some points, apparently. Even though Jack's data may not agree with that. 38.5, kind of in the lower specter of over-unders at 38.5 again. Tulsa is the favorite by 4.5 points. As we have a man in motion, that is number 15, Jay Viper, first season here in Tulsa, formerly of Indianapolis. Handoff goes right over the middle, and that's Phoenix Jones for the carry, and Phoenix has 8 yards on the play. Let's introduce you to the rest of the Tulsa offense. Michael Brown is the quarterback. Phoenix Jones and Deion James are the halfbacks. Lars Bizarre is the fullback. Wide receivers are Sansa Robinson, Alexander West, Jay Viper, and the man of note Gabriel Manning, the Hall of Famer. Tight ends are DJ Bandit and Marquis Sango, and the guard is Phoebe Collins, 4 seasons here with the Tulsa Desperados, a one-time All-Star back in season 19. Heavy set here for the Desperados, and a team that passes the ball more often than not is set to run the ball on back-to-back occasions, and that's going to be Dion James with the handoff up the off-tackle right-hand side. First down, Tulsa.
Yeah, and this is huge for Tulsa because coming into this game, Ramos, Phoenix Jones hasn't had a run over 20 yards all season. They don't have any explosive runs, and we're seeing a really, really good start for this running offense for Tulsa.
First down and 10 with the ball at the 30-yard line. 4-3 defense here for the Ramblers. Toss play goes to the outside. Gabriel Manning has some space. Gabriel Manning, a good, really good chase down and an open field tackle by Rick Evans, the corner. Let's introduce you to the rest of the Indianapolis defense. Chad Rowland and Mac Dre are the defensive ends. Robert Cherry and Derek Ginkgo are the defensive tackles. Adam Wiseman, Kenneth Gaston Jr., Thomas Matthews, and Telemark Scarborough are the linebackers. Ernest McRae Sr., Jermaine Menefield, and Rick Evans are the corners, and the safeties are Mike Ryan, Jack Russell, and Melodious Manning. This is going to be another handoff to Phoenix Jones, and he's got nothing on the play. Actually may have lost half a yard. It's going to be 3rd and medium.
Yeah, Jack Russell coming in there and really playing gap assignment there and just really doing a good job just flying into that separation and really clogging that hole up.
5 here for the Desperados. They do have a first down already on the stat sheet. Nickel defense for the Ramblers. They send a blitz, and the pass deep is going to be intercepted by the Ramblers, and the visiting team is returning this to the 45-yard line. Double coverage on this play, and that was number 21, Jack Russell, the strong safety.
Yeah, the strong safety, Jack Russell. Here's what they did on this play, Ramos. They sent a double A-gap blitz in. The safety was shading inside, and actually they were double covering, guess who? None other than Gabriel Manning. That was a big key coming into this game. If you can take the ball away, force Michael Brown to try and force throws to Gabriel Manning, then this is going to be a win in the bag for Indianapolis. That's a good start for the Ramblers.
Really good coverage right there by Jermaine Menefield, the corner. Supporting in the double team is Jack Russell, gets the interception, and Indianapolis has really good field position at the opposing 45-yard line. 3 down linemen here for Tulsa and a 3-4 defense. Pierce will throw. Pierce over the middle, and the pass is picked off with one hand. Intercepted with one hand. That's Cameron Shaw with the interception. And just read the tent beautifully.
Wow, play after play. I mean, it was almost the same identical situation. They were trying to force it. Colin Pierce was trying to force it to Jeff Banfield there. You see playing trail technique there. Cameron Shaw and just a really good one-handed interception. Listen, it might be a little early for the Retroid, good hands catch or nice hands catch of the game, but that was got to be an early candidate, Ramos.
Yeah, there has to be a contender for that. He knew he had help from the safety, and with the blitz you can gamble a little bit, and he gets the interception, and Tulsa avoids a big problem right here as they will have the ball at the 39-yard line. They will toss it out this time to Manning. Manning finds a gap, and Manning has a first down and a little bit more up to about the 47-yard line of Indianapolis side of the field, and it's a first down, Desperados.
You know, Ramos, coming into this game, I was doing my game notes and looking over all the stats and everything, and I was like, there's no way that this team actually can have half of their offense flowing through one player, and now suddenly I see why. The way they use Gabriel Manning is just unbelievable. They put him in all these different spots, and they're doing a good job with him so far. Here he is again in the backfield.
Here it is again, trip set here for the Desperados. Another toss play, and that one is read beautifully. I mean, they're not going to fool them 3 times as Telemac Scarborough and company are on the stop. 2nd and long coming up here for the Desperados offense.
Yeah, Telemac Scarborough really doing a good job playing from the outside linebacker position there and flying in and shutting down Manning. Now we see Manning lined up on the outside here. Interested to see what they call in 2nd and long.
Twin set here for the Desperados offense. Looks like man-to-man coverage here for the defense of Indianapolis. To throw, again, passing deep, and the pass is incomplete right off the hands of DJ Bandit, and that's going to be Jack Russell again on the coverage. Good coverage of that. 3rd down and long upcoming.
Yeah, and this is going to be a big key, Ramos. They've got to get other receivers involved outside of Gabriel Manning. If they want to have success in this game, they've got to figure out a life source outside of Gabriel Manning.
Michael Brown starting off 0 for 2 with an interception, not the start that he would have wanted, as he has a man in motion as DJ Bandit from right to left. Showing pressure are the Ramblers. It's going to be Kenneth Gaston Jr. showing the blitz, and this is going to be a play action. Play action for Brown. He throws the ball deep, and the pass is incomplete. A great stop. Great hit by Rick Evans, who already has a couple of solo tackles and an assist. Will force another punt.
Yeah, Rick Evans doing a good job coming in and making a physical hit on that receiver there and really breaking it up. I mean, that's a really huge play for Indianapolis. And now, I mean, this has been tick for tack. We knew this was going to be a close game, Ramos, right? But we didn't know it was going to be interception, and now punts back and forth. So this is it's definitely looking to be a good one so far.
As this will be fielded right at the 10-yard line. Viper with the return, and he will roll to the 20, so a decent return by the Indianapolis return specialist. If you're new to the Simulation Football League, welcome. The SFL is football for everyone. Get off the sideline and start your player today by joining our Discord server at simulationfl.net. Click the Join the Community button and begin your career, or just to meet the stars of the SFL on and off the field. It's never too late to get involved, as this is right in the middle of the season. The 3-4 Indianapolis Ramblers, the 3-3 Tulsa Desperados, you can still join for the SFL Minor League for next season. Yes, this is going to be a Colin Pierce throw quickly to Jeff Banfield for about a gain of about 8 yards.
I love that call, Ramos. I love that call. They were playing their corners off 10 to 12 yards. You know what I mean? They're playing their corners back 10 to 12 yards in zone coverage. And so what do? You just get a quick pass out to Jeff Banfield, pick up 8 yards on first and down, set up for a great 2nd and 2 situation.
22 personnel this time with 2 backs and 2 tight ends, normally a running formation, and that's exactly what they'll do, as Pierce has the carry for about 6 and another Indianapolis first down.
Yeah, good call. I mean, you go pass first on first down, you come out, you do what you're supposed to, 2nd and 2, you run the ball, you move the chains, and time of possession, this is a big key here for Indianapolis. We talked about 3rd downs for Tulsa's defense. Let's see how they fare going on the rest of this drive.
First down and 10. And off again, and this time is going to be absolutely shut down as David Ware shut off the C-gap and gets a tackle for loss.
Yeah, David Ware flying around the outside there. The tackle had no chance trying to cover him. Just a really good job by Tulsa's defense, and another 2nd and long for Indianapolis.
More man-to-man coverage here for the Desperados. And an offset I formation. Pierce will throw. The pass is going to be caught somehow. Ryan Roosevelt, not a lot of yards on that one. Probably about 7 or 8, but that's an outstanding play by the receiver.
Yeah, absolutely outstanding play. I mean, the defense was all over it. They read it. They had a safety try and jump at it, but it was just a better throw. Colin Pierce has been doing that all season. That's why he's only thrown 5 picks this season, Ramos.
Split backs formation with 3 wide receivers as Indianapolis has a man in motion. That's going to be Rob Hunt, the 3-season veteran. As Pierce will throw. Pierce with time will scramble up the middle, and Pierce has a first down, gets hit right past the first down marker, but has enough to move the chains.
Yeah, I mean, it was a great play design here. You send your back out into the flat here. You see the A gap or the B gap's wide open right there, and you just take it and run. I mean, just a really good job. If Tulsa's going to play back and give you that 8 yards, take it all day, run with it, and way to stay strong for Colin Pierce to pick up that first down.
No hesitation, almost looked like a quarterback draw on that one, as Colin Pierce enabled to get about 8 yards and a first down. First down and 10 at the 45-yard line. Another offset I formation. Another man in motion. That's going to be Jeff Banfield from left to right. Following closely is the corner. That's, I think, number 37, Jay Rock, as this is going to be a toss play anyway to Colin Pearson. He's got nothing on the play. A loss of probably half a yard. Christian Pierce, excuse me.
Yeah, good job there by Tulsa's defense, setting up another 2nd and long situation. It's going to be interesting to see how these continue to play out. Indianapolis can't afford to keep getting in these 2nd and long situations. This is a dangerous game to play.
Drive formation for the Ramblers. Another throw here by Colin Pierce, and the pass is going to be caught. A great throw to Randy Pierce, as all the Pierces get involved here on this drive for a first down, Indianapolis.
Yeah, Randy Pierce, the big tight end, being stretched out wide there, and And look at him just go up and get it. I mean, really good job working on number 25 there. I mean, you're working on a defensive back. It's just going to be a no-brainer mismatch every time. And 41's a big ball player, and that was a big catch.
First down and 10 yards to go. Offset I formation, twin receivers, bottom of your screen. Another toss right there by Colin Pierce. Another great throw to Ryan Roosevelt. As he's making those slant patterns difficult on himself, but either way completed.
No, you're exactly right. He's making him difficult on himself. And look, you play with fire, eventually you're going to get burned, Ramos, right? Those are tough throws to make, and Tulsa's got that covered pretty well.
22 personnel again with a I formation. 4-4 defense here for Tulsa. They send everybody, and that pays dividends as David Ware makes the tackle for loss.
Oh, he's been huge so far in this game. You see him he's got to be one of the best in the SFL in shooting the gaps, Ramos. I mean, the explosiveness off the snap is unbelievable.
Scoreless first quarter so far. 2 minutes and 17 seconds left here in the first. 3rd and 6 upcoming for Indianapolis. Pierce will throw. Pierce over the middle, and this pass is incomplete. Almost able to get the catch and almost intercepted as well. Ernest McCray, no, not Ernest McCray, excuse me, Marco Swift with the pass deflection. And let's see if this is going to be field goal range for Toffer Kiefer. No, they're going to bring in the punter, Philip DeField. So this is going to be a great stop here by the Tulsa defense.
Huge stop.
As DeField punts this away, will be fair caught by Gabriel Manning right there at the 13-yard line. Not a bad punt. And let's send it over to SFL HQ for a game break update. Cam, what you got for us?
Hey, Ramos, if you want offense, it's all in Seattle. Shabazz synergy to Josh Gill. It's the first catch by anyone not named Lauren Percoco, who's just 17 yards away from the tight end single game 4K23 record. And there's 25 minutes left. 17-14 Dragons over Seattle in the first half. Back to you.
Wow.
Thank you, Cam. Unfortunately, Seattle and Tulsa are about 2,000 miles apart, so I'm not sure if the points are going to get to us. But the Tulsa offense is going to try. Yes, the Tulsa offense is going to try. As Phoenix Jones has some space over to the right-hand side, finally stopped by a couple of Indianapolis players, but 9.5 here for Jones, and it's going to be 2nd and inches.
Yeah, in the lanes so far opening up for Phoenix Jones have been better than Tulsa's seen all season. Look at the blocking on the outside. 26 obviously coming in and making a really big play there. I believe that's Jermaine Minifield making that tackle. But, I mean, look, the lanes are opening up for Tulsa. This is a good sign, right? All of your offense doesn't have to funnel through Gabriel Manning. Just keep it moving on the ground, too.
Another 22 personnel with a overloaded formation on the left. They go to the right, and that is not ruled a first down, as the running back is ruled short. What do you think about that one? That looked pretty close.
Yeah, it looks pretty close. I mean, game time, it's hard to tell at that speed. But ultimately, 3rd and inches, regardless, it doesn't change anything, right? This is a manageable, and you got to be able to convert here on 3rd and inches.
No challenge by Coach Swift on this one. They trust the offensive lineman in Phoenix Jones. Hey, he breaks a tackle, has a first down, but man, he had to absolutely power his way through for half a yard.
That was a tough-fought half yard, Ramos. That was pretty impressive. Way to get behind the guard or the tackle and really push the pile and break a tackle there. Phoenix Jones just made a huge play for this Tulsa offense.
Backs formation again here for the Desperado offense. They're going to hand the ball off on a counter, and the running back cuts it inside. That's a really nice play by the running back Deion James, the rookie 7th overall pick in the most recent SFL draft. First down, Tulsa.
Yeah, Deion James getting some love early here, which is really great to see. I think that the run game so far has looked spectacular for Tulsa.
More heavy sets for the Desperados. They're going to hand the ball off to the running back Phoenix Jones. He has probably a yard on the play. 3rd down and 1 upcoming. And we'll see if that's the last play of a very defensive first quarter.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to snap it.
We'll see if they do. 3rd down and 1. They're walking to the line. Doesn't seem like they have a lot of urgency.
I might try and catch them off guard here.
They might. And yeah, that's exactly what they're going to do. Toss play, and that fools nobody.
Wow.
Phoenix Jones absolutely shut down by Ernest McCray Sr. That's a loss of 2 yards. And the first quarter will end just the same way the first 11 minutes went, with a defensive stop and a punt. 0-0, Indianapolis and Tulsa. You're watching the Simulation Football League presented by 8 p.m. Music right here on YouTube. Back here in Tulsa, Oklahoma, the Desperados will have to punt this football away to Indianapolis, as Itachi Yuki will punt this one away. This ball will be fielded at about the 32-yard line, and Jay Viper will break a tackle from the punter, and Jay Viper finally gets stopped by Deion James, the backup running back player on special teams, up to the 42-yard line. A good return here for Indianapolis, and that's going to be very important in these kinds of games, Mike, when not a lot of offense is going on. These field position battles are going to be tremendously important.
Oh, it's absolutely huge. I mean, you really have to be winning in field position. It's really tough to drive 100 yards and put up a lot of points. So it really is. I mean, Indianapolis is in a great spot here, and they've just got to capitalize. I mean, you've got to come up with some kind of points here, Ramos.
First down and 10 yards to go. Another offset I formation. Showing a blitz is David Ware. He's done that quite a few times already here in the first half. He's going to do it again. Pierce has to get rid of the football quickly, and that one is almost intercepted by Nate Haslip, the 13-season veteran. Almost had a pick six.
Yeah, Nate Haslip really, I mean, they're keying in on these receivers here. I mean, they tried to force it again to Ryan Roosevelt, and Colin Pierce is going to get burned. I mean, mark it, because he's going to if he keeps trying that pass.
Second down and 10 yards to go. Ball at the 42-yard line. Colin Pierce will throw, and no, he won't. It is going to be a sack as Berto Demora goes around the edge and gets the quarterback behind the line.
Yeah, Ramos. I mean, look at him outside. I mean, the tackle has no way of keeping up. He's done this. He's only got 2 sacks on the season, but on his third there, I mean, that was absolutely explosive off the edge, and that's exactly what you want if you're Tulsa's defense.
Third down and 14 yards to go. 4 wide receivers, a 2-by-2 set, as Pierce will throw with time finally. Pierce deep, and the pass is incomplete. More great coverage by Cameron Shaw and company, as it's going to be another 4th down and long.
I got to say, Ramos, I'm so impressed with how good this coverage unit has been for Tulsa, especially on the side of Ryan Roosevelt. I mean, they have really shut him down. It's had to be for less than 5 yards if he's going to get anything, it seems like.
Indianapolis ranking 23rd in the SFL in points per game, only 15 points per game through 7 games, as Gabriel Manning will have a few yards to the 30-yard line. Less than 200 passing yards per game, less than 100 rushing yards per game, for a total of 287 total yards per game, and that ranks 21st. They do have good success not giving the football away, only 8 interceptions so far this year. So, I mean, it's as long as you can stay clean and get those crucial first downs, you will have a shot. I mean, it does look like this is going to be your typical 13-10 kind of ball game. And you just don't have to make the crucial mistake. As we see another pass, this one is going to be another one-handed grab. This one by DJ Bandit for a gain of 7.
Yeah, and DJ Bandit here's got to, I mean, somebody's got to bail out this Tulsa offense. Who's going to make a play on the receiving end? Because you can't just run the ball all night, right? And you can't throw it over and over to Gabriel Manning. You've got to be able to create openings for him. So interested to see what they call in second and short here.
It's going to be another heavy set. We've seen running from this formation, and Phoenix Jones will try again. He will have a first down and more. Phoenix Jones is going to go to the 48-yard line, finally chased down by Ernest McCray Sr., but that has to be one of the longest runs of the year, actually, for Phoenix.
Yeah, again, like I said, he hasn't eclipsed over 20 yards. And it looks like he's pretty close there. So definitely it seems like he's on pace to break that tonight. Because, I mean, seven carries for 32 yards. He's doing a great job on the ground so far. And they're really getting some good looks out of that split jokers look, Ramos.
Yeah, they really are. 7 defenders to try to block about 7 blockers. As another throw will go down the middle, and this one is going to go to Gabriel Manning for a pickup of 4.
Yeah, see, I like this call with Gabriel Manning because, I mean, if you're going to try and get it to him, put him in a drag route, put him in a quick slant, you know what I mean, and try and you can't hold on to the ball any longer than 3 seconds because they're going to double cover Manning. So interested to see 2nd and 6 here. Really, the playbook's wide open.
And there's going to be now at 12 personnel. We haven't seen much of this from the Desperados in this game. They're going to run it again with Jones, and Phoenix Jones will not break a tackle. Actually, really good support right there by Ernest McCray Sr., and he'll be stopped just about half a yard shy of the first.
Last time we had a 3rd and inches, they called that split jokers look. They're probably going to go back to it. Split jokers, probably running a sweep. Oh, I have to go with eye jokers. Regardless, this has got to be a really, really good situation for Tulsa to get a first down.
It's going to be an outside run, getting caught behind the line and not getting the first down is Deion James, as number 32, Rick Evans, who's had a sensational first half, will get yet another tackle, his 5th of the first, and Tulsa will go for it.
Yeah, I like this idea. I like keeping him in there. Just force it right now. I would love to see a fullback dive, something like that, quicker.
It's going to be an off-tackle run. Phoenix Jones, first down, just about 2 yards. That's enough for a first and move the chains. Tulsa with a big first down.
I love it. Give the ball to your bell cow. Let him do the work. I mean, this is what Phoenix Jones was brought into Tulsa to do. They have a lot of expectations on this player, and excited to see him get a really good game so far.
Phoenix Jones definitely up to a Hall of Fame career, as this is going to be a handoff to the backup, actually, Deion James for 3. Phoenix Jones in 9 seasons in the Simulation Football League, 8 with the Aztecs, his first one here with Tulsa. Offensive Player of the Year in season 17, 2-time All-Star, and a fullback converted halfback, power back, has had a sensational career. 2nd down and 7 yards to go. It's going to be the tight end Marquise Sango in motion. 6'6", 230 for Marquise Sango. It's going to be a throw. Passing the ball over the middle is going to be caught to DJ Bandit for a first down.
I love this. I love this concept here. What do? You run Gabriel Manning on a drag. You see him running opposite, right? 82 goes on a dig. Gabriel Manning goes on a drag, and it keeps the safety honest, and it keeps the corner. The corner has to play shallow on Gabriel Manning, so it really opens up a good window for DJ Bandit there.
First down, 10 yards to go. Split backs formation for Tulsa. Another throw by Michael Brown, and he has all day to throw. This pass is going to be a check down to Bandit, and a really nice job right there by Russell on the stop. Maybe half a yard. It's going to be 2nd and 10.
Yeah, really good job by the defense there, Jack Russell. I mean, you see him today, 4 tackles, 1 interception, off to a hot start already. But I like what Tulsa's doing here, I've got to be honest. They're not trying to go for the big gains, right? They're just trying to win 4 to 5 yards at a time.
We're going to hand the ball off, and Phoenix Jones, no room to run. That's a great blitz by the linebacker. That's Adam Weisman with the stop.
Yeah, they've been sending heat, dialing up pressure. They love these A-gap blitzes. We're going to see a lot of them. They're trying to put a lot of pressure on number 74, the center right there for Tulsa. And definitely excited to see this, a trips look for him.
Going to be Gabriel Manning in motion, trying to match him with the safety, actually. That's going to be Melodious Manning, the backup strong safety. So that's the matchup you want to see. Brown to throw. Brown will scramble. Brown, can he get enough for a first? No. Big hit by Ernest McCray Sr. right there about the 21-yard line, and at least Tulsa will have a field goal on their hands.
And I got to tell you, Ramos, I mean, that's the Gabriel Manning effect right there. You saw that he motioned from one side to the other. Not only did the defender, readjust and line up, but the safety actually dropped back deeper when he moved.
Yeah. Yes. Takeda Yuki, the proud member of the left-footed gang, will convert with a field goal, 3-0. Tulsa first points of the game with 4:27 left here in the second quarter. Plenty of time here for Indianapolis to try to score on their own. As this is going to be a touchback, exactly what you want to do against a guy like Jay Viper. The Ramblers will start at the 20.
Yeah, I mean, look, that's a win for Tulsa, right? Any points is better than no points, and now you get some momentum heading into the next drive. You just have to slow down Indianapolis in this passing attack.
3-0 Tulsa over at Indianapolis. Offset I formation with twins bottom of the screen. Pierce is under center and will pass. Pierce with time. Pierce goes deep and the pass is caught for a first down. That's a sensational one-handed grab right there by Ryan Roosevelt.
Yeah, it was absolutely great. I mean, you see they're just playing a lot of man coverage, and Cameron Shaw has been matched up with Ryan Roosevelt all night, right? So you can see just a really, really good play by Roosevelt to catch and hang on to that. I mean, it was a little bit overthrown, a little too in front of Roosevelt there by Colin Pierce, but nonetheless, Ryan Roosevelt gets it done.
3 catches, and all of them have been difficult. 5 targets here in the first half. Offside I formation for Indianapolis. Toss play goes to Pierce on the outside, and not a lot of room right there. Tackle right there, right at the line. David Ware with another tackle.
Again, man, we're saying David Ware's name again. The explosiveness off the line is unreal. He's really, really good at shooting the gap and shutting down those runs.
4th solo tackle of the game for David Ware. 2 tackles for loss. That one almost a third. As this is going to be an I formation. Pierce will throw. Pierce, not a lot of time, and the pass is overthrown. As he was trying to connect with Ryan Roosevelt, but not a lot of time here for Pierce to do nothing.
No, I think that Berto Demora actually scared Pierce a little early, right? Because now Pierce is suddenly trying to get the ball out pretty quick. You put a hit like that on Colin Pearson, it's going to have effect for the rest of the game.
3rd down, 10 yards to go. Man in motion. It's going to be Ryan Roosevelt. He will be lined up against Todd Rigsby, the free safety. Pierce to throw. Pierce hit as he throws, and the pass is incomplete. Berto Demora again with the pressure.
Man.
Let me tell you, like these tackles are really, really struggling in this game. I think that was Adrian Marlowe.
Particularly that right tackle. Yeah, that right tackle is getting destroyed. Berto Demora is getting outside leverage the entire. I mean, it's unreal. I didn't realize how fast Berto Demora is off that edge around the outside until watching this game.
Yeah, he's done that his whole career. 9 seasons in the Simulation Football League. And speaking of veterans, Gabriel Manning gets it to the 31-yard line now. 3 minutes and 16 seconds left for Tulsa. The defense gets a quick stop, and the offense is right back on the field. And this has been a Tulsa offense that has been methodical so far in this game. Not a lot of explosive plays. I think the longest play of the game was that Phoenix Jones carry. It was a 13-yard run. I mean,
and it felt like 50.
Other than that, the longest catch of the game by any receiver, DJ Bandit, 8 yards. Gabriel Manning, 1 catch, 4 yards.
Wow.
So, not a lot of offense in this game so far. It's fair to say. Brown will hand the ball off to Phoenix Jones, and again he cannot find the space. Tackle right at the line. 2nd and 10.
Yeah, I mean, just getting stuck behind the offensive lineman there, not able to cut inside. He had a little bit of a lane, but overall it was just really good run coverage by the defense.
2nd down, 10 yards to go. And the backup checks in. It's going to be a throw by Brown. He passes the screen, and man, that's beautiful coverage. I mean, you cannot do much better than that. Adam Weissman, wise to the football.
Yeah, and you know, you raised the question. Deion James, obviously a rookie, right? But if that's Phoenix Jones, you see him break that tackle, and does it go for 15 or 20? That's a difference. Nonetheless, great coverage on defense by Indianapolis.
3rd down and 7 yards to go. Really nobody covering the middle of the field as Brown will throw middle but has no time to throw the football. Great blitz dialed up by the Indianapolis defense. Shout out to the defensive coordinator, Adam Weissman, also the head coach and offensive coordinator. He's a mastermind.
And I think it was Weissman on that blitz. And so it was pretty impressive nonetheless. It's a huge stand for Indianapolis, because the last thing you want if you're Indianapolis was Tulsa to get that ball and drive downfield and score again before half.
Viper with the return. He breaks a tackle and gets it to the 28-yard line. Liking the game so far? Smash that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. The SFL produces over 400 events a year. There's no one else that gives you more football. Don't miss a minute of SFL or SFLM action and help the channel grow through your support. First down and 10, Indianapolis with the ball at the 28-yard line. Not a lot of offense for Indianapolis so far in this game, as Colin Pierce is 5 of 13 for 56 yards. Taking his time. Pierce will throw. Pierce, middle, the pass, caught. That's going to be Jeff Banfield for a first down. That's one of the longest plays of the game.
Man, I got to tell you, Ramos, they are targeting Cameron Shaw. I mean, Banfield there, he's just running a post, right? But great throw here by Colin Pierce. Inside leverage, right? Your guy's got inside leverage. What does he do? He leads it to the inside of the receiver where Cameron Shaw can't get to it. And really good play by Indianapolis. That was exactly what Indianapolis needed to get this going.
2-minute warning here from Tulsa, Oklahoma. Desperados 3, Indianapolis 0. You're watching the Simulation Football League presented by APM Music on YouTube, and I think this is going to be a game where Colin Pierce will have to win it with his arm, as the running attack for Indianapolis has been like nowhere. 6 yards total of rushing.
Man.
Pierce will hand it off to Pierce, and Pierce gets about 2 on the play. 2nd and 8 upcoming, and that's David Ware again, shooting up the A-gap.
Yeah. I'll tell you, man, I'm more and more impressed. The more I watch this Tulsa defense, 2 people stand out, Berto Demora and David Ware. And I think that really both of these players deserve to get their flowers in this game because they've been playing great.
2nd down, 8 yards to go. Man in motion is Jeff Banfield, and Cameron Shaw will follow. 1:30 left here in the second quarter. To throw is Pierce, and Christian Pierce will go middle, and the pass is incomplete, knocked away by Cameron Shaw. They've been targeting him, to your point. I mean, it's like fine 41, and 41 has made him pay once with an interception, and
yep,
that one a good pass deflection.
Yeah, I know. I mean, 41 so far. Cameron Shaw's holding up to the challenge, and for whatever reason, this could be something that they saw on film in Indianapolis, and they're trying to target 41. But it's going to be interesting to see where it goes from here, especially how the squads look.
Jay Viper will go in motion. We know Jay Viper has some serious speed on the outside. But let's see if Christian Pierce can even have the time to find them. And this is going to be an incomplete pass. Ryan Roosevelt targeted again. And yet again, I mean, it's another great stop by J-Rock and this defense. Tulsa will have the ball again here at the end of the second quarter.
And it all starts with the trenches, Ramos. I mean, you saw Berto Demora around the outside again had pressure on Colin Pierce.
Just no time. I mean, it's been a great job by Tulsa's scheme, just running guys open on defense, and really Indianapolis not being able to adjust, as Gabriel Manning will break a tackle. Manning breaks another one, and he gets to the 23-yard line. But yet again, I mean, it's, sometimes when you have the pass rush like that, and when the passing defense is locked, sometimes you can run, right, and force maybe a cover one, or maybe you can, force something different on defense. But everything that Tulsa's doing defensively is working.
Yeah, everything that they're doing is really good. And I mean, you can totally tell that they were in a situation where, they're looking at these team stats like we are, right? And they're trying to fix these things. Well, they're the worst league in time in possession. So what do? They come out and they establish the run, right? And it's been working really well for them. This is that I believe we have Gabriel Manning in the backfield too.
First down and 10, ball at the 23-yard line, toss to Gabriel Manning. And when Gabriel Manning is not able to get any yards, the defense is good, as Adam Wiseman makes another tackle for loss. Yeah,
I mean, Wiseman already ahead of it, right? Like, this Indianapolis defense, they know their scouting, they watch their tape, and you can tell whenever 18's on the field, all eyes go to him.
Second down and 11 yards to go. 51 seconds left here in the second quarter. Tulsa may just be content on running this football to finish the first half. Phoenix Jones will have to get the handoff, and another solid open field tackle by Rick Evans, his 7th solo tackle of the half.
Oh, wow. Rick Evans already having a great game. But how about the lane for Phoenix Jones, right? The lanes that are opening for Phoenix Jones are great, and you wonder, where has this been all season for Tulsa?
Third down and 3 yards to go. 22 personnel. Toss play to the running back. I mean, there's no chance. Telemac Scarborough with his second tackle for loss of the half.
Wow. I can't. That was unbelievable. I mean, the explosiveness off the line there, and it's no wonder. I mean, this guy, we're talking about a guy who's got 73 tackles for loss in his career. Like,
yeah, he was sensational with the Knights back in his London days, and now being a great piece of this Indianapolis defense as their ball will be fair caught by Devin Lloyd. I've been calling him J Viper all night. Sorry, it's been just a force of nature. So, force of habit. I mean, I'm sorry about that. At the 35-yard line, what do you even do? I mean, your plays are averaging about like 3 yards a play.
Yeah.
Here in the first half. I mean, what do you even do?
I guess we'll see here on this 1st and 10.
Let's see if they can just give the ball to Christian Pierce and see if he breaks off a long one. They do exactly that, and I mean, there's just no chance.
That starts right there with 96. Berto Demora gets the pushback on that tackle, which forces the running back out to the outside, essentially into the alley, where the alley player can close that up. It's a beautiful thing, this defensive line for Tulsa right now.
If you like offense, man, I hope this is not going to be the game for you. 3-0 over the Indianapolis Ramblers. And I want to hear your thoughts, Mike, on the first half and what has stood out to you.
Well, the first thing is the 3 points on the board across both teams. That's got to be the thing that stands out. Obviously, both these offenses have to get something going. And this is a similar situation. This is a really similar story. Both of these teams are kind of at the same place on their journey right now in the season. I think that both of these teams are trying to establish the time of possession, establish the run game, and trying to have a good balance between the pass and the run. But bottom line is we've got to see some passing lanes open up. We've got to see some people take chances. And I think that the first team that we see start to take some chances on some deep shots is really going to be the team that converts, because both of these teams are playing the run so heavily right now on defense.
Russell gets the first half player of the game nomination. It has to be a defensive player of any team, and it goes to the team that is actually trailing 3-0. Here are the drives for both teams, right? Punt, pick, punt, field goal, punt, end of the half. It's been just a brilliant defensive game.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because it's been more defense than bad offense, in my opinion. I mean, the offensive things are there. I mean, the toss play to Manning, great catches by Ryan Roosevelt. I mean, there's been some neat ideas on offense. Just the defense is too good, as is the special teams coverage on that play. Let's send it over to Cameron Irvine for another game break update and maybe a score.
Thank you, Ramos. Definitely scoring in Seattle. DC at Seattle. Shabazz Synergy avoids a sack and then throws it right to Doug Day, who gets his second pick six of the season. 21-20 Seattle, and Lauren Percoco right now tied with the 4K23 record for single game receiving yards by a tight end, 182. Back to you in Tulsa.
Thank you, Cam. I was expecting for some offensive points, but no, we get more defense.
We can't get away from it. We can't escape it.
We get more defense. Let's see if Tulsa can break the curse, as this is going to be a run to Phoenix Jones. Nope. Nothing doing there, as Thomas Matthews gets his first tackle of the game.
Yeah, and a big one, too. A tackle for loss, setting up a 2nd and long. Does this force a passing situation for Tulsa, Ramos?
Maybe it does. On 2nd and 12, they only have 2 wide receivers. Now, DJ Bandit has been quite good in this game.
True.
Quietly. True. He's lined up right there. Brown will throw, goes to Bandit, and he gets absolutely just shut down by Jack Russell.
I like the idea, though, right? You're trying to get Bandit matched up against Jack Russell. There's obviously a clear height mismatch there, and you've got a good size advantage. So I like what they're trying to do, for sure.
Jack Russell, 6 foot, compared to the 6'2" of DJ Bandit. So you have to like the mismatch on that side, as Brown will get sacked. Adam Wiseman, another sack for Adam Wiseman. And this is going to be 4th and 16. We're just going backwards.
This is unbelievable. I think we might have gained more yards going backwards than we have going forward in this game. Adam Wiseman, man, they've been sending the heat. We talked about it earlier. They love these A-gap blitzes. They've been sending the heat through the A-gaps all night. It's something clearly that they've seen on tape, and this is unbelievable.
From inside the end zone, Itachi Yuki will punt this one away. This one is a really good one to the 47-yard line, but the return is also pretty good to the 43. Really nice.
This is going to be interesting, Ramos. They've got the ball on Tulsa's 43. Do we see some offense starting with this type of field position?
I mean, this is going to be right about the best chance Indianapolis is going to have. Right there at the 43-yard line of Tulsa's side of the field. It looks like 3-4 defense for the Desperados. You can try to run it here. Nope, they will throw. Colin Pierce with time. Pierce goes deep and the pass incomplete. More sensational defense here from Nate Heslip. Every corner is glued to the wide receiver.
Yeah, absolutely. It was a really, really good job by Heslip in coverage. I mean, Tulsa's really just playing nothing but man coverage, it seems like right now. So you've got to get some play designs drawn up, maybe some drags, right? Some slants going to the other side of the field. Whatever you can do right now to muster up any type of offensive points, just much needed.
2nd down, 10 yards to go. Colin Pierce will throw middle. The pass overthrown. Double covered anyway. And this is going to be another 3rd and 10.
Yeah, I mean, again, just trying to force something that's not there. You see right there, Colin Pierce, the last 10 attempts, 8 out of 10, or 2 out of 10 completed. I mean, that's insane. This Tulsa defense is doing a really good job.
We have a total of 95 yards passing between both quarterbacks tonight. As Jave Banfield will go in motion. Excuse me, that's Ryan Roosevelt in motion.
Definitely playing some zone coverage here, Ramos.
Yes, definitely are. Colin Pierce will throw the pass deep. Another one-handed grab. And because of the importance of that, that's the nice hand catch brought to you by Retroid. Put a Retroid handheld in your hands and play the only video game with your player in it, SFL 4K23. That's a big one as they are now in field goal range.
Yeah, it definitely is a big one. I mean, yeah, Travis Arthur playing the middle third, right, the deep middle third, and it was just too shallow of a pass. It was a really good spot throw by Colin Pierce.
1st down and 10 yards to go. It's a formation we haven't really seen from the Ramblers tonight. Pierce to throw. Pierce, no time again. The pass is almost picked off by Heslip again.
I don't know. That was just a good play on the ball. I mean, really, that ball obviously should have been thrown a little bit further, but Nate Haslip just put himself in a position to make a play, and that's a huge, huge win for the Tulsa defense there.
2nd down and 10 yards to go. 8 minutes, 11 seconds here left in the 3rd quarter. Roosevelt in motion. Cameron Shaw will be on him. Pierce will throw. Pierce finally has some time. The pass over the middle is gone to Randy Pierce for a 1st down. We really haven't seen anything from Randy Pierce since the 1st quarter.
No. And he had that last big catch, and now another big catch here. I mean, you can see him right there. Just running almost like a slanting up, right? Going a slant seam, turning a slant into a seam, and then just getting hit right on the seam there, which is really good. Finding a good hole in the zone there.
1st down and goal for the first time tonight for Indianapolis. Man in motion. It's going to be one of the tight ends. It's going to be Jimmy Wint, the rookie, 26th pick. Handoff goes to the backup. I think that's Tino Sosa. Yes, it is. For a gain of 3.
I think they sent 6 or 7 on that play, Ramos.
Yeah, there's everybody.
That's crazy. So far what I'm seeing, Indianapolis has got to get Tulsa drawn up. They got to get them in zone coverage for the passing attempts to work.
2nd down and goal. Colin Pierce Hands off to Christian Pierce, and Christian Pierce stiff arm and gets nothing afterwards. Nate Heslip with another great open field tackle.
And this is why you need speed on your offensive line. 67. If 67 on the offensive line was just a little bit faster, he could have gotten and sealed that edge there.
Third down and goal. 3 wide receivers for Indianapolis. Pierce will throw. Has to be careful. Pierce to the end zone, and Pierce has a touchdown. Rob Hunt, back of the end zone, gets the score, and finally we have a touchdown on the board.
Oh, man. Well, this starts at the snap here, right? Tulsa lines up, and their corners are playing inside shoulder against these wide receivers. And just a beautiful, you see it right there. See the scissors concept? And gets outside leverage there. Really, really good job drawing up that play from Indianapolis, and that was a huge touchdown for the Ramblers.
Indianapolis will go up 7-3, pending the extra point from Top Kiefer. As this is up and good. 7-3 Indianapolis, and Tulsa will be right back with more SFL action.
Man, so if you're Tulsa right now, Ramos, this is, I mean, you've got to get a score on this drive. You've got to go down the field. You've got to have some balance here. And I think this is where you air it out, right? Gabriel Manning's been quiet all night. They've done a good job. But the thing is, they shut Gabriel Manning down early in the first, and then they haven't really tried to go back to him. So I think that we could see Michael Brown try to go to Gabriel Manning here on this drive more than they've seen.
Gabriel Manning returns us to the 21-yard line. Now Indianapolis, for the first time tonight, has a lead. And this defense has played beautiful football. 7 solo tackles for Rick Evans, 5 for Adam Wiseman. And, you know, that includes 3 tackles for loss and a couple of sacks. From the 21-yard line, to throw is Brown. Brown with time. Brown goes to the outside, and the pass is incomplete. Great coverage by Jermaine Menefield. They're trusting Menefield one-on-one against Gabriel Manning. That's not an easy task.
No, it's not an easy task whatsoever. Menefield so far is really doing a good job, and he had no safety help there, so that's an even more impressive play from Menefield.
Second down and 10. Phoenix Jones dotting the I. Brown will throw anyway. Brown with time again. Pass over the middle, and that's Gabriel Manning for a first down, Tulsa.
Yeah, Gabriel Manning here just goes in. I mean, they're playing zone coverage. They're sending the A-gap blitz, right, and then runs a post right there. And this is what Gabriel Manning does best, putting himself in the best position. Indianapolis has got to be aware of that, and they have to get in front of that pass. We'll see if they can correct on the next time, because they're going to go back to that pass.
That one good for about a gain of 22 yards. As Brown will throw again. Brown over the middle. Manning, nothing there. As Adam Wiseman is playing a zone and gets the pass deflection.
Yeah, Adam Wiseman's been a really, really good player on defense in this game as well, Ramos.
He's been absolutely terrific and all over the field. Now this time in zone coverage, has blitzed a couple times. Second down and 10, bunch set here, bottom of your screen. Toss. Let's see if we see another toss, and that's exactly what we see. Gabriel Manning, oh my God, Ernest McCray Sr. has been just shut down on the outside. 1-on-1 against one of the best open field runners in the game, only 2 yards.
That is so impressive. I mean, Gabriel Manning had, by every right, should have taken that for a first down, but Ernest McCray Sr. was the entire reason he did not.
Again, you know, conceptually, that's a play that you like. It's one corner against like 3 blockers, and Gabriel Manning, he will get the ball this time. Gabriel Manning to the 36-yard line, and a first down, Tulsa. And after a first half of nothing but defense, a couple of really back-to-back offensive drives.
Oh, man, it looked like Gabriel Manning there was working against Meliadus Manning. Yeah, you see Manning get beat off the line there. It was Manning on Manning there, and there's a clear height difference there between those two. So that is a huge mismatch, and we could see them go back to that again, try and get Indianapolis out in that same form.
First and 10. Brown to throw. Brown to the outside. Caught. Manning with a hook route for a gain of 7.
Oh man, and then this is where it starts, right?
Yeah.
This is where you start to get some confidence in your young quarterback. You start moving. I love the fact they're moving Gabriel Manning around, right? You can see. I mean, look at the total: 14 yards rushing, 51 receiving. I mean, that stat line couldn't have come up at a better time. They're moving him around everywhere.
2nd down and 3. 22 personnel. Handoff goes to Jones. He gets bottled up at the line, but Phoenix Jones with his strength will pick up 2 yards, be just shy of the 1st down marker. It's going to be 3rd and inches.
Yeah, Phoenix Jones doing what he does best, which is muscling through defenders, getting setting up at 3rd and inches. Obviously, you want to see the 1st down there, but we'll see what they can do here. They've been pretty good so far.
Same formation. Let's see if they give the ball to the back. It's not Phoenix Jones on the field this time. It's going to be the backup toss play to the outside, and he will get the 1st down, just barely, as James gets about half a yard.
That's what they call second effort, Ramos. Second effort by Deion James after contact to push through and fall forward rather than backwards.
Another 1st down for the Desperados as they try to retake the lead. Handoff, Jones and Adam Weisman, really patient. Good job on tackling the running back for a loss of 1.
Yeah, really good job. And the Tulsa offensive line, the right tackle's just not getting the push that he needs to on that play for that play to work. And they've got to come up with a different answer. Go back to the air game here.
2nd down and 11. Man in motion. That's Marquis Sango. 4-3 defense for Indianapolis. As Brown will throw. Brown to the outside. The pass caught somehow by DJ Bandit for a 1st down.
Yeah, DJ Bandit. They just send him on a corner route off the line there. And I love that they motioned Sango over, right? Because you got right there. I mean, they're running dual routes. They're running dual corner routes, and it's just a 2-on-1 situation. So really good job. Really good job by Tulsa's offense there.
1st down and 10. The offensive stats now looking a little bit better.
Picking up a little bit.
Picking up a little bit. Tulsa with about 159 yards of total offense. To throw the ball is Brown again, and Brown almost throws a pick as Ernest McCray just sat on the route. 2nd and 10 upcoming.
Yeah, I think there's a little miscommunication there. It looked like they were trying to get it to Jay Viper, and Jay Viper kept running. I think that Colin Pierce was looking for a hitch, and Jay Viper was thinking seam, and just didn't line up there.
Viper's 2nd target of the game. No catches. Only Gabriel Manning and DJ Vandit have grabs, 4 each in this game. Brown will throw. Brown, the blitz is coming. Brown to the outside. What a one-handed pick! That's Ernest McCray Sr., who's had a terrific game and denies the Tulsa Desperados of any points.
That is unbelievable. Ernest McCray Sr. has just been proven to be locked down this entire game. You see him working one-on-one there, and watch him drop back onto another defender to make a one-handed interception there and take it back. Unbelievable play by Indianapolis defense, and especially inside of the red zone. That is huge for the Ramblers.
Ernest McCray has been awesome. Retroid is awesome, and that's the defensive nice hands catch brought to you by Retroid. Put a Retroid handheld in your hands and play the only video game with your player in it, SFL 4K23. That is a huge play on defense by Ernest McCray Sr. Toss play to Christian Pierce, and he will have about 5 on the play.
Oh, man, you want to see Christian Pierce kick it outside there. Devin Lloyd actually had the seal block there and forced it inside. If Christian Pierce stays to the outside, he's still running, Ramos.
So close. I mean, but that's been the story. Like, if you get one more block,
yeah,
we could have seen we could have seen Gabriel Manning take one of those toss plays to the house. I mean, that it's just the open field tackling in this game has been superb. And speaking about that, that's another tackle right there by the Tulsa defense behind the line of scrimmage. Another tackle for loss. This time, Tony Roberto with a stop.
Yeah, good to see Tony Roberto get in there. I mean, this man makes a lot of money every season, right? And he's kind of flying under the radar this game. That's a huge tackle there for him.
3 wide receiver set here for Pierce. He will throw. Pierce with time goes to the left, and the pass is caught. Somehow finds the open spot Jeff Banfield for a first down. That could not be better covered by Tony Roberto. I mean, it's a huge mismatch.
Yeah.
A linebacker against the wide receiver, and wow.
I was going to tell you, yeah, I was going to say, I mean, I talk about Tony Roberto. No offense, Roberto, but I mean, look, I'll take Jeff Banfield on a linebacker any day, right? So at the end of the day, that was a right throw, but Tony Roberto locked it down there, right? And,
Yeah.
you know, it was just a good catch, but I don't think the coverage could have been any better.
No, that was a just beautiful throw. Probably the best throw of the game by Colin Pierce. Pierce to throw deep in the pass caught. Randy Pierce breaks a tackle. Randy Pierce past the 40. Randy Pierce to the 30, the 25, and finally stopped by Nate Heslip at the 20-yard line. And this Indianapolis offense is exploding here in the third.
Yeah, that was unbelievable here. Randy Pierce, the big tight end, going up and getting it. And look, he's just working on 48 there. And, oh, man, just a really, really good job getting that, breaking the tackle and taking it all the way down to the sideline. You wish he had a little bit more speed, but heck, I mean, you will take that explosive play on offense if you're a Ramblers fan.
Randy Pierce, 3 catches, 86 yards. I mean, it's been sporadic. We didn't see anything of Randy Pierce through the second quarter. And then in the third quarter, 2 big catches. This is going to be a short run off the left-hand side. Collins with the stop, 2-yard gain.
Yeah, Tina Sosa tried to pick up something, but, you know, good job by Collins, you know, shutting down the run game there and forcing Indianapolis to go back to the pass.
Second down, 8 yards to go, 4-3 defense for Tulsa. Man in motion is Ryan Roosevelt, being chased by Jay Rock. 34 seconds left here in the third. Pass is a quick one, and Jeff Banfield cannot come up with that one. That's sensational coverage again by Cameron Shaw.
Man, yeah, I've got to say the outside corners so far in this game on both sides have been exceptional. Cameron Shaw really has made quite a few pass breakups that have been sensational.
That's his third pass breakup of the game. Also has an interception. 2-by-2 set, and that will become a trip set as Jeff Banfield goes from right to left. Third down and 8, showing a blitz is David Ware. He comes with the blitz.
Zone coverage.
Pierce to throw. Pierce to the end zone, and the pass is caught. The pass is caught by Ryan Roosevelt for an Indianapolis touchdown.
Lock it in the book, Ramos. If Tulsa's defense comes out in zone coverage, Ryan Roosevelt's getting the ball. It's been happening all night. They've been just finding the soft spot in between the middle and the outside deep third right there. You can see him right there, just in between. Just a really, really good spot throw by Colin Pierce, and that's been happening all night. Lock it in. If you see zone coverage, it's going to Roosevelt.
Fifth-year free safety Travis Arthur got lost on the play, actually. He had a really nice chance of making the interception and just couldn't find the ball. Indianapolis scores 14 unanswered here in the third quarter and now lead 14-3. Wow, and now, all of a sudden,
we got some offense.
Yeah, and Tulsa is in kind of, I'm not going to say desperation mode. You still have a full quarter.
No.
But you have to make this offense count.
Yeah, you've got to make it count. And here's the thing. Don't count Tulsa out yet because Gabriel Manning's just starting to get warmed up, right? We know what number 18 can do if he gets the ball in his hands, like right here. We know what he can do if he gets the ball in his hands, and they're moving him around a lot. There's a lot of potential for this Tulsa offense to drive down and make it a 4-point ball game in this drive.
Gabriel Manning has been pretty well contained in the return game. Actually, he did fumble a ball that was recovered by Tulsa, but it's been a non-factor here in the return game of Tulsa. Only gets it to the 25-yard line. Just to look at some stats, Phoenix Jones 14 carries for 43 yards. Deion James 7 for 15. Gabriel Manning has 5 carries for 17 yards. They did get a couple of catches in the previous drive for 50 in the game so far. As Brown will throw, Brown middle, the pass caught. DJ Bandit, 5th catch of the game, now leads the team in grabs.
We talked about it early in the game, Ramos. We said, and I was talking to you, and I said that somebody's going to have to be the guy to go to outside of Gabriel Manning, right? Somebody has to. That's the only way the Gabriel Manning effect works, is if somebody else can carry the workload and pull the defense off of Gabriel Manning. Interesting to see how they react to Gabriel Manning now after DJ Bandit goes on a huge run or catch like that.
And 3 quarters, Indianapolis 14, Tulsa 3. You're watching the Simulation Football League presented by APM Music. An award from the league is next. We'll be right back.
Of the Simulation Football League is intended for the private use of our audience. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, or account of the game without the express written consent of the league office is prohibited.
Welcome back to Lucy Red Stadium here in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Visit Lucy Red Energy Drink at lucyred.com and see why the energy is amazing. First down and 10 for Tulsa at the 43-yard line. 4-3 defense for Indianapolis. Twin set. Top of your screen now will become a 1-by-1 as
that same formation that they just hit DJ
Jay
Bandit
Viper.
off.
Yep, Jay Viper goes in motion. Showing blitz is one of the linebackers, and he comes with the blitz. Pressure coming. Brown incomplete, overthrows his receiver. He's just rattled, man. I hate to say it, but Michael Brown is just getting rid of the ball maybe a second before he should, and he's only completing half of his passes.
Yeah, I mean, you see it right there, 5 out of 10, 1 interception for 77 yards. Michael Brown has got to figure out some answers quickly.
Second down and 10, Viper in motion. Trying to find
the same. I think it's the same exact formation. Look for Bandit.
Yes, and they will go with Bandit, and Bandit has a first down and more as he carries the smaller corner to about 20 yards. Rick Evans, 10 tackles for Rick Evans, but DJ Bandit has been now the best player on the field for Tulsa.
Yeah, I mean, you see him just running that fade route, right? Out and up, and it's doing a good job because he's really finding that soft spot right in front of the strong safety. And it's just a really, really good play design from Tulsa, and it's been working, so why not change it? But the interesting thing is they have that same look where Gabriel Manning goes out deep. That could be a factor later on.
Speaking of Gabriel Manning, look out for him on the toss play again.
Yeah.
As one of the receivers goes in motion, that is Alexander West, who's been non-existent in this game so far. It's going to be that toss play. Manning with some room.
There's the seal.
Manning
There's the seal.
takes a tackle from Evans, and Gabriel Manning will have about 14 yards. Finally, some good blocking by the wide receivers on the outside.
Oh, now if you're Tulsa, you hurry up and get to the line, right? You don't want to, it's not even about time. It's about the momentum, the fact that Gabriel Manning just picked up a first down, and you want to get 18 back at the line of scrimmage as soon as possible.
Yeah, you got to keep this momentum. It's going to be a quick huddle, not quite a no huddle, but it's going to be a quick huddle here for the Desperados. Split backs formation. Twin receivers on the right of Michael Brown. Handoff goes to Phoenix Jones, breaks the tackle, and Phoenix Jones past the 15. He goes to the 12-yard line for another Desperado first down.
Oh, man, the play designs here from Tulsa have been great, exceptional on this drive, right? What do you do? I mean, look at the blocking there in the lane for Phoenix Jones. You get the nice stiff arm there, and then he takes it all the way to the sidelines, gets it out of bounds to stop the clock because they are, unfortunately, working against the time right now.
Rick Evans finally chases him down, but not before Phoenix Jones has a first down and sets his team up at the 12-yard line. We'll see if he stays on the field. No, it looks like that's going to be the backup running back, Deion James, on the backfield. No, that's
Manning again. Yeah.
Gabriel Manning will not get a block this time, and Jermaine Menefield will tackle him. Good effort right there by Gabriel Manning, rolling for a gain of about 5.
It's that second effort we talked about, just that extra push at the end that picks up 5 yards. Rather than it being tackled at the line of scrimmage, you get 5 yards out of it, and it's a much easier 2nd and 5.
High formation this time. Phoenix Jones back in the game. Michael Brown with the hard count. He hands it off to Phoenix Jones, breaks a tackle, and what a great stop by Russell that time, crashing down from the strong safety position. No gain on the play.
You want to see Lars Bazar get that block there. Lars Bazar was right in front of it. If he picks up that block, that could be a touchdown. Nonetheless, 3rd and 5 here.
3rd down, 5 yards to go. Nickel defense for Indianapolis. Brown to throw. Brown middle, and the pass incomplete. That's beautiful coverage by Jermaine Menefield. He's been awesome tonight.
Yeah, Jermaine Minifield, Ernest McCray, all these corners for Indianapolis have been elite. That was just a quick slant trying to get it to Gabriel Manning, and that's a hard route to cover if you're in this short of yardage. So interesting to see. But hey, if you're Tulsa, get the field goal here, right? And it's not so much. I mean, it's a 1-point game essentially with a 2-point conversion.
Yep. I had the privilege to coach Jermaine for 5 seasons with the Aztecs. Always a great locker room guy, great player, and just a great guy. As this not extra point, sorry, field goal, almost an extra point. This field goal is up and good. And to your point, Tulsa does make it a 1-possession game, and they just need to stop on defense.
Which is not, it shouldn't be that hard considering how the first half of this football game went. At the end of the day, we've seen the defense. We've seen both of these defenses ball out. The biggest key for Tulsa is got to be keep man coverage out there, right? When you show zone coverage, you are opening up the passing game for Indianapolis for them. So you've got to keep man coverage. Oh, here we go. We've got to.
Oh, here we go with a great return. Finally, Devon Lloyd, good return right there on special teams. Both special teams units have been really non-existent in the return game, both for the kickoff and the return. This is some good blocking.
Yeah, it's great blocking. Devon Lloyd, the speedster for Indianapolis, really doing a good job. You can see him cutting out to the outside there, gets help from a block by 50, and then gets to the outside, and good job by, I believe it was the kicker, that come up and make that tackle there and force him out of bounds.
So Indianapolis with some really decent field position at the 36-yard line.
They've got to play man coverage, Ramos.
Yeah, every time they play zone, it's really hurt them, and this looks like zone coverage.
It does. You've got that slot corner playing 8 yards off.
And they will send a man in motion. That's the guy, Ryan Roosevelt, the guy they've targeted almost every time
zone
they go
coverage.
Zone coverage. It goes to number 17. This time it's going to be a run, though, to Christian Pierce, and not a lot there, just a gain of 1 yard as Philadelphia Collins makes the tackle. And the 2024 SFL convention is headed to South Shore Harbor and Resort in League City, Texas, just south of Houston, July 12th to the 14th, featuring live games, flag football, a golf tournament, tailgate, pool party, and more. For all the convention details, visit simulationfl.net/news/convention to reserve your room, see the event schedule, and more. As Joel Harleman has his first carry of the game, good for probably 4 yards, and make it a little bit more manageable third down. You don't have a lot of plays to do 3rd and 10s. You do have a little bit more of your playbook on 3rd and 6.
Yeah, absolutely. But the biggest thing here is you just got to protect the sticks if you're Tulsa.
Pierce to throw. Pierce with time. The pass middle, wide open. First time really all night that we've seen a wide open guy. That's Rob Hunt with a catch.
Well, they go zone coverage here, and this is exactly what we talked about. Coming into this game, one of the biggest problems with Tulsa's defense is they were allowing opponents to convert third down 65% of the times. They go zone coverage here, right? Stay in man. You've had so much success in man coverage all night. Stay in man for the rest of this drive. You've got the talent on defense to do it. They need to get away from zone coverage quickly.
First down and 10 yards to go. Looks like more zone here for Tulsa. Banfield goes in motion. Ryan Roosevelt goes in motion from left to right. Split backs formation. They will throw. Pierce with time again. Pierce patting the football. The pass middle. And a one-handed grab and a fumble. A fumble by Indianapolis gets scooped up by Tony Roberto. What do you think? Do you think this is a catch?
Man, this is tough because he makes a little bit of an impressive catch, right? But you got to see, I think this is a fumble. I think this is a turnover for Tulsa, getting the ball back, and Tulsa is 1 score away from tying this football game up with 6 minutes left. This is going to be a huge, huge turnaround if Tulsa can keep it.
Massive play here by the Tulsa defense. It looked like Indianapolis was going to get at worst 3 points on the board, which, making a 2-possession game, in this kind of game would have been devastating for the Desperados, but now they have life as Michael Brown will throw middle. The pass is caught by Bandit. He breaks the tackle. DJ Bandit will get about 9 yards as Jermaine Minifield makes the stop, and it's going to be 2nd down and short. APM Music is unrivaled music to bring your stories to life, inspiring every production with the world's most robust and constantly refreshed music collection, state-of-the-art technology, and world-class customer service. APM Music is the official soundtrack of the Simulation Football League. To explore the library and to find the perfect tracks for your projects, visit apmmusic.com as Phoenix Jones will get about 3 yards on the play and another first down, Tulsa.
Yeah, and I like what they're doing here. I love that first down pass to DJ Bandit, right? Like you get him just a quick little drag and just let him, go out there and get an extra 6 or 7 yards. So really good play there. And then topping it off right there with Phoenix Jones getting a first down. We'll see what they call here out of gun.
Yeah, first time we see the gun from either team tonight. This is going to be a toss play to the outside, and Jack Russell with really good pursuit on the ball, only a 1 yard gain.
Yeah, Lars Bazar tried to get out there to make the block, and he got there, but just the pursuit was too good. The angles were too good for Indianapolis defenses. And this is not the time to be running, right? This is, in my opinion, you kind of you got to get some passing game going, and then you can mix in a little bit of run, but you got to get, some yardage. You got to back these defenders up.
Michael Brown will just try to do that. This pass inside is incomplete. Well covered again. It's Gabriel Manning, and it's going to be 3rd down and 9. 4:37 left here in the fourth quarter. If you don't convert, you do have to punt. I mean, that was going to be the only option.
Yeah, you've got all 3 timeouts.
Further down, and Gabriel Manning is in the backfield. Do they dare to toss it out on 3rd and 9?
I think they've got to pass out of this set for sure.
Brown under center. Play fake.
Yep.
Brown passes inside. Incomplete. Jay Viper, no room to make the catch. And an unsung hero of this game, Rick Evans, man. He's been sensational tonight. Another pass deflection for Rick Evans. And Tulsa will have to punt this one away.
Yeah, Rick Evans has been working the slot. And it looks like they're going for it. They're going for this on 4th and 9 on their own 29-yard line, Ramos.
Big decision here by Coach Swift. The pass by Brown. Intercepted one hand. Jermaine Menefield.
Oh, my God. Ramos, I'm speechless. Menefield playing man coverage here. Another one-handed interception. It looked like they were trying to force it to Gabriel Manning again. No, it was actually, they were trying to get it to 11. Sonzo Robinson and Jermaine Menefield just playing incredible man coverage. And wow, I can't believe they went for it on that 4th down. I get the call, right? I get trying to be aggressive, but you have to be really, really careful about the play you draw up in that situation.
First target of the night for Sonzo Robinson comes in the biggest play of the game, and Jermaine Menefield read that one like a book as Pierce will throw. Pierce, the pass overthrown, incomplete. You got to run on this situation, I think.
Yeah. Indianapolis has got to run. Now you're at a 2nd and long situation. This could be interesting. Tulsa could get a turnover here on this drive, and we're still looking at a game. This is coming down to the wire, Ramos.
It is, as they are not in field goal range. You do need to get to about the 30-yard line to consider a field goal. Pierce to throw. Pierce passes. The pass is caught to Randy Pierce for a gain of 7. Good call. Good decision making right there by Colin Pierce. Now they're in field goal range.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. I mean, even still, it's a long field goal.
It would be a long field goal. Now, we're playing in a dome here in Tulsa. So, wind or nothing of that is a factor in this kind of condition. I will just run it to Christian Pierce right here, and that's exactly what they do. Oh, my God. What a great tackle by Philadelphia Collins, stopping the running back for probably about a half-yard loss. 4th down and 3, and you have to send Top Kiefer.
Yeah, Philadelphia Collins just shooting the gap there, just kind of exploding off the line there, and that was just unbelievable. Unbelievable job by Philadelphia Collins, who seems like has been really making an appearance in this 4th quarter.
From 44 yards out, Top Kiefer to make it an 11-point game. Kiefer with the kick, and this one is up and right through the middle, as Indianapolis will extend their lead 17-6.
Now it's you got an 11-point game, and this is interesting because honestly, Ramos, I'll be honest with you, 3 minutes, you've got time. You've got time to drive down the field, get a touchdown, and then onside kick it, right? You still got your timeouts.
You do. Now, obviously, for Tulsa, they do need a touchdown, preferably with a 2-point conversion to make it a 3-point game.
Yeah, for sure.
And the short yardage situation for Tulsa in this game has been very much hit or miss, as Gabriel Manning will be shut down as he has to take a knee. Let's send it over to SFL HQ for another update. Cam?
Thank you, Ramos. Candidate for Game of the Year. I'll try to get it all in this one game break. Lauren Prococo gets the single game record for receiving yards in a game. Shabazz Synergy finds Lyric Da Vinci for his first catch after he had dropped his first 4. DC 28-21. Then the Dragons hold off a fake punt run by Doug Day short of the sticks. Dragons win on the road. Back to you in Tulsa.
Thank you, Cam. That looked like a wild game as DJ Bandit will have another catch. Speaking of tight ends having great days, DJ Bandit with another grab first down. They will go no huddle here.
Yeah, and they're dropping these defensive backs.
Pass to the outside. Bandit was triple covered.
Yeah, I'm interested why he didn't go to Sanzo there.
Yes.
Underneath in the hitch.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Indianapolis knows that's the guy they have to cover in this game, not really Gabriel Manning that much.
It does stop the clock, though.
Triple team. It does stop the clock with 3:08 left here in the fourth quarter. 5 receivers for Tulsa. Showing the blitz and coming with the blitz. Brown inside, incomplete again, overthrown. And again, it was a case of, yes, and that is rattling Christian Brown tremendously. I mean, he's just forcing Michael Brown, excuse me. He's just forcing every throw. He's just not composed in the pocket tonight.
Yeah, the center's having a really tough time defending that A-gap blitz.
Michael Brown, second season in the league, coming from the Motor City V8s. He will throw. Brown to the outside. Intercepted? No, incomplete. Could have been intercepted. Another receiver double covered. That's going to be 4th and 10, and you have to go for it. I mean, if you went for it on the last location, you have to go for it right now.
Oh, this is yeah. I'm interested to see what they do, because does the call for it last time hinder what they decide to do? And I guess not. You know, they're going to keep the offense out on the field. 4th and 10. You really have to dial something up. Pretty clever here.
4th down, 10 yards to go. Gabriel Manning, no, excuse me, that's Alexander West in motion. He's not been targeted.
Watch that
today.
A-gap. Oof.
Yes. 5th overall pick of the most recent draft. Let's see if he can come up with a big play. The pass, incomplete. Trying to connect with a former Rambler, Jay Viper, and none other but Jermaine Menafield is on the coverage.
Yeah, it seems like the entire first half we were talking about Ernest McCray Sr., right? And the entire second half we were talking about Jermaine Menafield. I mean, these corners here are unbelievable. Really trying to get it to Jay Viper there, but I mean, that was just a heck of a pass breakup, and that's a huge stand for Indianapolis' defense.
The M&M gang coming up strong here in this game. Tulsa not in the end zone. And guess what? The dream of having another team score 24 points exactly in a game is still alive, as Indianapolis only needs 1 touchdown to make it happen. Joel Harleman in motion. Handoff goes to Pierce. Christian Pierce shut down behind the line of scrimmage by Tony Roberto. But that's exactly what you have to do. Just run it 3 times. Your defense has this. I mean, your defense has been just impenetrable the entire game. Just take the clock down.
Yeah, I mean, you're exactly right. You just run the ball, right? Trust your defense. At this point, you know, trust your defense. It's not a big deal. Your defense has proven to ball out in this game. And I think, hats off, right, to the coordinators, defensive coordinator for Indianapolis, because this defense has been exceptional.
Strong I formation with 2 tight ends. Taking the clock all the way down as much as possible. This is going to be a handoff to Joel Harleman, who will probably get about 1.5. Philadelphia Collins on the stop. And that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Indianapolis 17, Tulsa 6. You're watching the Simulation Football League presented by APM Music right here on YouTube. Back here in Lucy Red Stadium in Tulsa, Oklahoma. 2 minutes left here in regulation. The Tulsa Desperados projected a 4.5-point favorites, trailing by 11 with only 2 minutes left, and Indianapolis will have a 3rd and long. Colin Pierce with 3 wide receivers. He will hand the ball off to Christian Pierce. We'll get probably about 1 on the play. That's probably put him in field goal range right there at the 32-yard line. So not surprised if they send Top Kiefer here. And no,
They're going to run it. I mean, trust your defense. I get it. You know what I mean? It's not even about the points at this point. I mean, right now, I think a coffin corner would do you even better.
Yes, absolutely. And you don't want to have a block field goal going all the way for a touchdown. I mean, I guess you can have also a block punt, but you don't want to have like a block field goal return for a touchdown. None of that jazz. So just punt it away. Gabriel Manning fair catches it at the 12-yard line. Yep. So 1 minute and 50 seconds left here in regulation. Christian Brown and company will try to get some quick points on the board. I mean, we really cannot overstate how good this defense has been. This is a Tulsa offense that scores 27 points a game.
We're in pick 6 territory too, Ramos.
We are.
This is dangerous.
Yeah, we are. Brown will throw. Brown under pressure. The pass is caught. Right up the seam is Gabriel Manning for a first down, and Tulsa calls a timeout.
Yeah, and you can always count on the 18 for making a big play when you need it, right? I think that there's been too many situations. There hasn't been enough situations where Gabriel Manning absolutely needed to make a play tonight.
5 wide receivers on the field for Tulsa. That's going to be the standard for the rest of the drive, I will guess. Man in motion is Gabriel Manning. Clock stops, so no harm on the clock right there.
Looks like he's going to be matched up against a free safety here.
Brown to throw again, and this pass is incomplete to Jay Viper. Jay Viper has not had a very good game. I mean, and it's been all Indianapolis defense. Like it's been open a couple times, or semi-open a couple times, but 5 targets, no catches.
Yeah, I mean, and you can kind of attribute to that. I mean, all of the throws going towards Jay Viper have been late throws by Michael Brown, where Brown's essentially leading him right into the defender.
Same formation, and again, a man in motion. That's going to be Gabriel Manning. Trying to put him in the slot.
Yeah, they're trying to create mismatches for him.
Yeah. Brown to throw. Brown throws middle. The pass caught. Gabriel Manning right there as Jack Russell makes a tackle, and Tulsa calls another timeout. Going to be the last of the game for the Desperados.
Yeah, so you got to be quick here. Now's the chance where your no huddle really comes in, and you see the stats there: 0 passing yards on the left side of the field. That's unbelievable.
Yeah, that's Ernest McCray's side of the field. He's not allowed anything. Christian Brown will go right again, and somehow caught, but probably for the worst. Actually,
yeah,
I mean, we do get 5 yards, but
I'm not a fan of that play design either. Gabriel Manning on the out. I like much more prefer that.
That one is much better. DJ banded up to 110 yards. I'm not sure if he's going to have as many yards as Lauren Percoco, but he's doing a really good job. From the 32-yard line, Brown
Russell's covering
again, outside, crawled with DJ Bandit. 2nd down and 5, ball at the 28. Brown again, Brown middle, pass, Bandit incomplete. So now it's 3rd and 5. You do have to throw, of course. If it gets to 4th and 5, you do send the kicker out to make it an 8-point game.
Yeah, I agree. You kick a field goal and then you go onside kick. You bank on the onside kick. That's all you can do. Because regardless, at some point, you're going to need a field goal.
Now they will go with 4 wide receivers instead of 5 wide.
Yeah, and I think this is still a dime look for the defense, but interested to see where Manning sits or who he's matched. I think he's matched up against a free safety here.
Yes, and Alexander West will go in motion to line up in the slot right outside of the numbers. Brown to throw. Brown middle. The pass is caught. Sonso Robinson first catch of the game.
All right, hurry up here. You got to hurry up. Pick it up. There you
have to hurry up. You have to spike it here.
There you go.
I know
I
you
agree.
it down, but you need a good play call here at the 5. It's much different than being at midfield. That's exactly what they do.
Nice. 47 seconds. Not bad here. Not bad at all. Now you draw something up that needs anywhere from 3 to 6 yards, right? Any of your best pass designs between 3 and 6 yards. And ultimately, because you know that they're going to be playing the sticks essentially as the end zone, right? So they're going to be playing underneath if they need to. So you need to get some kind of good play design to where you can find some separation for your receivers.
Empty gun formation here for Brown. Brown to the end zone. Caught. Touchdown. Sonso Robinson right there on the hook route for the score. And Sonso Robinson had no catches through the first 43 minutes of the game, and all of a sudden it has back-to-back in a score.
Yeah, Sonso Robinson right there. And it looked like he was working on number 22, Mike Ryan, the free safety. Sonso Robinson, I mean, that is a timing throw all day, Ramos, right? Oh, and they're going to go for 2 here, obviously, to make it a 3-point game. Interested to see what they call here. You've got 2-on-1 blocking at the top of the screen if you decided to go a toss.
Brown to throw. Brown, the pass, middle, incomplete out of the back of the end zone. That hurts for Tulsa. I was going to say, maybe they gave it to like Phoenix Jones because he was out for the entirety of the drive. So a lot of stamina on Phoenix Jones to get a couple yards, but that goes back at the end zone, and now Tulsa has to recover the onside and score a touchdown again.
Yeah, there's still hope. There's still hope. You just have to get this onside kick. We got to see how good Indianapolis' hands team is.
Yuki will not get a good onside kick on that one as Looker gets the recovery, and that's going to be all she wrote as Tulsa has no timeouts left in their pockets. It's just going to be a couple knees from Colin Pierce, who in the first half, just like the entirety of the offense, struggled. Yeah. But in the second half, he was really good actually. And scoring a couple times in the second half. His QBR skyrocketed from an abysmal 30 points to 85.
Yeah.
So a decent game all in all from Colin Pierce. 2 touchdowns, only 1 interception.
Yeah, and I think the biggest thing to look at here is Tulsa came out. They played super aggressive in the first half on defense, which really shut down this Indianapolis offense. But they got away from it. In the second half, they went much more conservative. They played a lot of zone coverage, and it just started opening up a lot of receiving lanes for these receivers for Indianapolis. And you cannot allow Colin Pierce, to just pick you apart in zone, which is essentially what happened the entire second half. I think there are some strides made by Tulsa, though, in this game. And the fact that the run game, right, they showed that they can develop and design a run game that actually is successful and works. So they just have to put it all together. Next week, they put it all together. If I'm Tulsa next week as a defensive coordinator, I'm just playing physical the entire game next week because they do a really good job with that.
Indianapolis will go to 4-4. Tulsa drops to 3-4 at home. And just want to hear your player of the game.
Oh, for me, it's got to be Jermaine Minifield. I think Ernest McCray, you could throw him in that conversation as well. But for me, it's got to be Jermaine Minifield on defense. I think that 4th down conversion there, that 4th down interception that they made when Tulsa went for it on their 29, that's a huge play for Indianapolis, Indianapolis's defense. And these corners were so good. For me, it's Jermaine Minifield.
It has to go to a defensive player just to go, different. I will go with the other corner, Ernest McCray Sr. Really, the offense of Tulsa had little to no passes going to his side because they just tried to avoid him, and that's just says a lot of a corner. So, Any final thoughts?
Oh man, I mean, look, for both teams, it was a really well fought game. It was a defensive masterclass. Both defenses did a really good job coming into this game, and look, Tulsa, you can get back on track next week. Just obviously try and be a little bit more aggressive on your defense. You've got the personnel. For Indianapolis, keep things rolling, doing what you're doing, because you had things to correct to in the second half, and that's what won you this game. So, good job to both teams up.
For Rochelle Colston and Ron Haynes in the stats truck, and our producer Cameron Irvine, Mike O'Neill doing the color. This was Ramos Lynn. Thank you very much for watching more SFL action. Y'all have a good night, everybody.